Well, hello again, Trucker Todd here with an update video. A few days ago, I did a video about my truck breaking down on Father's Day. We've got a ton of questions about what it was, if I'm rolling again, things like that. I'm out of the shop, I'm in Lubbock, about to take a few days off. I accidentally bought something on an online auction, a big ticket item. And tomorrow I'm going to Oklahoma to pick it up, and I'm going to have a video about that. And depending on how that goes, that'll depend when I go back out. Possibly Friday, at the latest Monday, I'll be back on the road. But don't worry, we got plenty of videos to keep you entertained until then. So let's jump right in. Let's not waste any time. Before we jump into today's video, make sure that you've subscribed. Right below the video it'll say subscribe. Wait a few seconds, a bell will pop up. Click that bell, click all, so that you'll receive notifications when I put out future videos, like the big ticket purchase that I accidentally bought on the online auction, and I'll tell you how that happened and what my plans are for that. But anyway, also you can share this video on your social media platforms or as a text message or however you want to do that. And give me a thumbs up. That helps the channel. It puts me higher in the algorithms to where other people see these videos as well. Also in the comments. Everybody knows I enjoy working here at Roadrunner Freight in the LTL division. I've got tons of videos about my positive experiences here. If you would like to do what I'm doing, have a great job like I've got, click that link below and it will pair you up with an excellent recruiter that will answer all your questions and get you on the road to success. Also, my email's down there. If you want to email me with any questions, maybe you don't feel comfortable putting them in the comments, feel free to email me. Also, email me when you put in an application to Roadrunner. During that hiring process, you're probably going to have questions. Some of them you may feel more comfortable asking a driver than you would a recruiter, and I'll be happy to answer those questions for you. But anyway, let's jump right into what everybody really wants to know today. What happened to my truck? What was the conclusion to my truck? Here we go. A couple of days have elapsed in this video. I'm now out of the Bruckner Volvo dealership in Fort Worth, Texas, and I can give you a little more information about what transpired. So, at the end of our last video, we were at TA. They had looked at the truck and they had said, hey, or not TA, we were at Petro in Weatherford. They had looked at the truck. They charged me, it looks like, an hour and a half diag. Actually, no, a little more than that. Anyway, their total bill was $103.29. Now, and here's that, $103.29. This is not working out like I had hoped. But anyway, there's that. Now, the thing they gave me that I thought was real helpful, but when I took it to Bruckner Volvo, they kind of did like I suspected. They said, we don't want to see that. We're going to do our own test. But here's the deal. TA gave me a deal. This is with the engine off, the codes that pulled. And there was engine codes. Now let me get you the actual codes. There was an after treatment reagent level abnormal update rate, which was active, and then there was a instrument cluster battery voltage that was inactive, and a safety restraint system power supply that was also low voltage. Now this was all with the engine off. Now, when they went to the running the engine, all kinds of codes popped up. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Total of 13 codes. And they ranged everywhere from the instrument cluster, that after treatment reagent level, cab climate control, data link error, several instrument clusters for data link. Then there was a lighting control administrator unit that was on there 3 times, safety restraint, and then 3 vehicle ECU data link errors. Now, when I saw this, I would have bet money that it was going to be an ECU, a computer, in layman's terms. Because usually when you get that many codes, it means the computer's not responding to the sensors like it should. And I was expecting it to be really, really, really expensive. And it was. For what it was pretty expensive in my opinion. So we got towed from Weatherford, Texas to Fort Worth, Texas. That tow bill was $530 is what I'm told. I haven't seen the receipt on it yet. I handled it through my maintenance account. And so it may be some time before I actually see that reflected in my maintenance account. Now we get to Bruckner's. Now, Bruckner's, let's talk about them for a second. One thing I want to say about Bruckner's right off the top that I did not know when I went there, because it was on a Saturday or on a Sunday and they're closed on Sundays. So it was Monday before I could get seen. And their hourly rate is the highest I've ever seen anywhere in the country. $320 an hour. Now, they were lenient on the labor. A lot of shops would have milked me a lot worse than they did. And they were quick. There was a little miscommunication when I got there. They didn't realize I was waiting for the truck, and they kind of backburnered me until they realized I was waiting. And then they stamped my paperwork as a customer waiting, and we got repaired fairly quickly. The problem, there was actually a couple of problems here, and I'm just going to be honest. Let's start with Roadrunner. And I don't know, this could be a problem due to coronavirus. This could be a problem that all companies are facing. But the breakdown department, there was a long wait time on the phone. They were hard to reach. A lot of time was wasted. I'm going to estimate about 2 hours was wasted just trying to get a hold of somebody in the maintenance department. I was trying, the shop was trying, and now while I'm saying that, let me defend Roadrunner a little bit. About a month ago, they switched to a new phone system, and they are still working the bugs out of that. Once they got on the phone, they hand off all their maintenance to TA Road Squad. TA Road Squad pays all the shops that do work to your truck. It's a third-party type deal. Now, Road Squad, man, I got done probably about 9 o'clock that night, and the next morning I had bought the TV mounting kit, the straps that keep your TV from vibrating, and I had gone in, it was special order, I'd gone in the next morning to pick it up, and they saw me. They said, "Hey Todd, we still hadn't got paid yet. Can you help us?" So I got on the phone, and best I can tell, Roadrunner did all their stuff correctly. It appears that Road Squad totally dropped the ball. Road Squad said, "Oh, we didn't receive the emails, blah blah blah." But the problem with that is I watched the guy send the emails. Road Squad totally dropped the ball. And you know, this has happened once before with Road Squad. As I said, this is totally separate from Roadrunner. Roadrunner's shortcoming is they really need more night staff, and I understand it based on need. If they're looking at how many calls they get, how many missed calls they get, and they're hiring based on what they project their need is. And it may be this way at every company. I'm sure other companies are struggling with waiting times on the phone, and things like that. But once I got Roadrunner on the phone, they were great. And so I don't think this was Roadrunner's fault. I think this was Road Squad's fault. This is the second time that I've had to deal with Road Squad that I've had an issue. And I have talked to people at Roadrunner about it, decision makers and things like that. And they tell me they've tried other outfits and that Road Squad's better than other outfits they've tried in the past. So I'm not sure what the solution is there, but I was definitely not impressed with Road Squad. Now let's talk about Bruckner's, and I'll tell you what they did and what I think about their work. I've driven the truck a little over 400 miles since the repair, and I feel comfortable saying what I'm going to say about Bruckner's. All right, let's talk about what they did. They charged an hour labor to check out the DEF system at $320. They found, here's what they found wrong, and I was way off. Some wiring to the ACM. Well, let me read it to you. Repair wiring to ACM power wire and run a manual regeneration. So they repaired a wire on the ACM and they ran a regeneration of the system. Now, when they first started doing that regen, they found a gasket that was leaking. It was causing smoke to come up because diesel was going through, and they said, hey, it's doing a regen but not a great one. If we replace this gasket, it's going to do a lot better regen. $38. I said, go for it. And so they went ahead and replaced that gasket. Let's see if it says what that's called. The diffuser pipe clamp and the gasket both needed to be replaced. They also found, I thought this was a little weird and I questioned them about it, they had to replace a faulty oil thermostat control valve. I'd never even heard of that. It had a little bit higher labor, $352, and I'm not sure why that is, but that's what they charged for that. As far as the total for this repair was $1349.57. Now, with the numbers I've gave you, you know, we talked about the 103 at Petro, we talked about the $1349 at Bruckner's, and we talked about the $530 tow. I show a grand total to repair this truck at $1,982.86, almost $2,000. Now, that's a lot of money. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's not. I'm still in great shape financially, but I'm grateful too at the same time. This could have easily been a $3,000 or $4,000 repair had it been an ECU or something like that. So I'm grateful that I was able to get it taken care of as cheaply as I was. I'm certain that if I'd went to some other shops with a better labor rate, I probably could have got it done cheaper, but it may have taken longer. One of Bruckner's big deals at this Fort Worth location was they had signs everywhere talking about how they kept your downtime down. And that's true. I think they did. I've driven the truck 400 miles now and I haven't had any problems. So I believe that they fixed the truck and I'm happy with the repairs. And so I would recommend them, but like I said, I'm not real happy with the rate. I'd like to see a little bit better rate. Of course, I'm that way about everything. I think everything's too high right now. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for all the comments and emails and phone calls concerned about my truck, and want to let everybody know I'm in Lubbock now for home time. Tomorrow I'm going to Oklahoma, and this is another reason you guys need to be subscribed to the channel. I accidentally bought something on an online auction, and so I'm going to pick it up tomorrow, big ticket item, and I'll do a video on it real soon and tell y'all what it is, where it was, and what I'm gonna do with it. So y'all stay tuned. I appreciate everybody watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.